Alright here guys, we have an ogre battle of a match going on here versus Fizzy. Lol, see what I did there. And I guess this Glalie, I don't exactly know everything that it can do. I'm pretty sure it can explode and it can taunt. I'm also pretty sure it's ice type. You guys are probably laughing at me, but that's fine, I don't care. So I'm going to go for T-Spikes first just to see exactly how things are going to play out. He taunts it out, that's fine, so I go over to Zapdos. And, you know, this match was a long-ass time ago, so I'm not exactly positive on everything that went down, but I'm pretty sure starting Zapdos right there might not exactly have been the best train of thought in the world. But that's what I went ahead and did, and I went for a sub just in case he wanted to switch or explode. He does end up exploding, so things work out well for me. I don't know, maybe I didn't exactly fear an offensive move. I don't remember. I wish I could more accurately portray what's going on. Here he brings in T-Tar, which usually has a pretty solid matchup against Zapdos. However, in this case, I feel like Fizzy is just trying to bluff me. I just have a feeling that he's going to be some type of set that I'm not really as worried about, or something that Zapdos would be able to take fairly well and, you know, be able to be solid sitting in there if I wanted him to. But I've got to think about a lot of different things, like what if I'm wrong, or what if I switch, you know, how are things going to play out, and you know, just what are the chances of what's going on? He did bring him in. You know, do I take his bluff first, or you know, how is that going to let me predict later on in the match? You know, all sorts of stuff. And I decide that whether it's Scarf or Band or some sort of subset, that going to Minotaur to get that Intimidate out there, and then having a faster Earthquake to hit him with afterwards is probably pretty solid. So he does end up subbing, so that tells me that he's most likely going to be a Boa set, and if he's Boa with -1 attack, I don't really fear him whatsoever at this point. So I expected the Focus Punch because that's super obvious, and obviously I go right out to Koopasaur, takes it like a beast because Nidoqueen is freaking awesome, and now I've got some options. I want to keep setting up some stuff. I guess keep. I didn't actually get to do it the first time, but I'm going to get up my one layer of T-Spikes now. And I'm starting to get down there on health, however, so I want to break his sub now while I can with Super Fang, especially in case it missed. I didn't want to go for it, you know, right now, end up missing, have him still have sub. But now I've really got options. I can set up a second layer of T-Spikes, I can set up one layer of Stealth Rock, all layers of Stealth Rock, I guess, or go for another Super Fang. If I go for Super Fang and then die, then I'm not exactly really afraid of him one way or the other if I die and he doesn't have a sub. If he does want to put up a sub predicting me to set some more up, then I can just go for Super Fang and break his sub anyway, essentially giving me a free layer. So I'm going to go for Stealth Rock because it's pretty much one of the best one-turn plays you can make in the game. It's still really early, so it's still going to be extremely beneficial. So I'm going to go for it. I end up dying, so I bring in Melodic versus an unsub T-Tar, and I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. I kind of predicted a switch there, but I figured, you know, we're both predicting a lot of stuff. So maybe he won't, or, you know, I don't exactly know what's going to come in either. I'm tired of using Confuse Ray on switches with Melodic because I should have HP Electric instead since I'm offensively built, but whatever. So Venusaur comes in, and I'm like, you know, he's probably going to predict a switch. Maybe he'll go for a Leech Seed or something like that. And I'm going to see if I can call him on this one and go for a turn of Ice Beam. It does maybe a hair less than half, but it does pretty darn close to half. And then Sand hurts before Leftovers because T-Tar came in before Venusaur did. So, since he's at a little bit less than half, and Sand is going to hurt him, I figured I'd be able to take it out. But I get minimum damage, and even after Sand, he stands at single-digit HP. I'm just like, ugh. I mean, I guess I'm really fortunate, obviously, that Sleep Powder missed in the first place, but, you know, I can't do anything about that. That's the way things roll down, and, my good play was foiled by that, by my min damage. So we work out, I guess, okay at the end there. I have to switch now. Minotaur gets hurt quite a bit there. I was expecting like Leech Seed, not so good. And here I kind of make a little bit of a blunder. I figured I wanted the thing dead. He did come in and ruin my T-Spikes already. And I was like, you know, I never get to use Pursuit. I should use it because then I guarantee the kill. But I don't think I thought enough about T-Tar coming back in and then forcing me to switch while he gets up sub. I mean, I know I thought about it, but I guess at the time I didn't think it was as risky or as dangerous as I, you know, think it is now. Obviously, of course, hindsight, and the match was a long time ago. But I was afraid of Earthquake because, you know, I don't know if he's going to have a flyer on there. I assume something's going to have flying or levitate. so I didn't want to go that route, but I probably should have used double edge and I didn't. He ends up bringing in Miltank, however, which made me think that he wanted to use like a heal bell or something, but I was like, wait, no, Venusaur totally got rid of the T-spikes, nothing's poisoned. So regardless, I have to switch, and I end up going out to Bliss so that I can aromatherapy off that sleep that's on Melodic there. He goes for a body slam, no big deal, and sitting fairly well in this position. I'm not exactly sure everything that he can do at this point. He has nothing to heal bell. He doesn't need to milk drink. He just body slammed me for, I don't know, 200-ish points, a little bit more than 200, so it's a 3-hit KO. And it's also at high enough where I know I can counter one and one-hit KO the cow entirely. So he gets the Parahax on the slam as I aromatherapy, so I'm like, lols, and then I need to go for a soft boil immediately, otherwise I'm going to die. I get paralyzed again, but I'm not fully paralyzed, so I get to keep my soft boil, and it looks like I'm going to have to boil up one more time here, considering I'm just barely above half, and that ain't good. So I go for one more. I'm not paralyzed, thankfully. It's really, really nice that hasn't happened yet. I mean, I guess the chance is pretty low, but it's obviously really nice. Any one of those times it happens, I'm in deep, deep trouble for it. So I'm thinking a little bit about counter here, but I'm also kind of thinking at this point he might just flat out switch because it didn't work out. He didn't get the Parahax, the fully Parahax that he needed. So just in case he wanted to switch, I didn't want to show counter. I go with one turn of S-Toss, get a little bit of something on there, I suppose, but he ends up setting up Stealth Rock, so counter wouldn't have worked anyway. I'm like, well, that's really cool. I am going to go for it here since he seems to want to stay in. He has a chance to 2-hit KO if he got a Parahax on that turn as well, which he did end up getting that turn of Parahax, so I still don't reveal counter because of it, which is kind of nice, I guess. It actually works out, ironically, in my favor that way. And now I know here T-Tar is going to be 101 HP sub, and I absolutely should have brought in Minotaur again, and I don't. I don't know why. I guess I think I go for aromatherapy or soft boil, I believe, is what I ended up doing to get rid of that Parahax. No, why would I do that? I've got the hell is it that gets rid of my status? Natural Cure. Why would I? That's what I feel like I remember I did. Or do I just S-Toss? Because that'd be dumb. Come on, hurry up. He subs up. Yeah, I guess I just went straight for toss. Put his sub down to 1 hit point. I guess that way I force him as well to be that type of set. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just a T-Tar who happens to have sub, but it's not built to 404. But I absolutely should have gone to Minotaur. So now I've made 2 Minotaur blunders, one of them with him in play, one of them with him out of play. And I end up going to him now just as fodder, which just really doesn't seem worth it at that point. That just seems really bad. So I know I've still got Blaziken, which is going to have Vacuum Wave and all that jazz to absolutely crush T-Tar, and I've still got my triangle of walls. So I still feel okay. I've got my best groups of people here, and I've lost my 2 worst in my opinion. But I definitely have not been playing up to snuff. So I need to start recovering up some damage here because I can tell he's doing just a little bit less than half. So barring some hacks, I'm going to end up on the positive end of that. And he's trying to switch up moves to see what's going to do best, see what's going to get the most damage on me here. And so far, they're all pretty much doing about the same. So I go for a massive Hydro Pump, trying to finish it off, but the Sand Boost, giving it a +1 special defense, leaves it with enough HP to get a freaking sub up as well. I'm just like, ugh, really? That was no good. So I need to recover up again from 161 to 345. Focus Punch goes down, and 174. So yeah, I mean, we're talking I'm gaining anywhere from 5 to 20 hit points. In that case, it was about 10, 13. So it's not exactly a whole lot, but it's enough. I'm also really bummed that he had Venusaur as a poison type to get rid of my layer of T-Spikes now, because T-Spikes with sub T-Tar makes him totally irrelevant. Unfortunately, it is in fact gone. He goes for another punch. Now I'm up to 200, so I gained quite a bit that time. Maybe he did. I don't know if which one was max or which one was min, but one of them was 1. So I know I'm going to be fine to sit in here and take things for a while. I don't trust Ice Beam to break his sub. Or is it at 1 hit point, or was that... I don't remember if this is the same sub that was at 1 hit point. I'm busy glancing over at SportsCenter over here. Regardless, I break his sub. I do in fact survive, and now I have a nice little gambit going on. Like, who's going to give in what? We're playing chicken, and I've got the faster poke. Who can miss? So he goes for Focus Punch, expecting me to either recover or switch or miss. Now, unfortunately for him, I do not miss. My Leviathan does in fact stay alive. He no longer has Venusaur, so that's cool. I suppose it's really, really low, and because of spikes and sand, I'm not sure if I'm going to have a chance to bring it in again. In comes Jirachi, and I'm like, well, I probably really won't have a chance now. So he goes for a Charge Beam to get a free boost, which, that's just insult to injury. It's like, man, not only do you revenge kill, but you get a free boost for it. It's like, oh, that was rough. But hey, nice job. That ends up working out really, really well for him. So things are not looking so good for me right now at all. I don't really think Zapdos can do a whole lot in this case, because it's going to have probably Psychic, I think, to go along with that would be my guess. I haven't seen a Charge Beam Jirachi in like years, maybe ever. So depending on the rest of its set, I don't think Blissey can exactly get anywhere, because it's most likely going to have Wish, I would guess. It might even mix with Iron Head for all I know. Yeah, there's Psychic, so it doesn't exactly look too good for me. Even with if I manage to roost and get resisted Charge Beams, he's just going to get +6 up there eventually. He's going to be able to take out my stuff. So, yeah, at this point, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot left I can do. I think I had chances. I think I could have, done really well, but I messed up with Minotaur a couple of times, put myself in some holes, and a rare surprise run right there. I'm not sure what was going on that made me run. Normally I play him out, but I didn't. So hats off to Fizzy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, man. Take it easy, guys. Peace.